Oh, guys. Sorry, I can't seem to find my headphones, so my sound might sound a little off and shitty. But today I'm going to show you guys the basics of setting formations for rally joining and defense. So first off, let's go over heroes. Alright, so for defense, the number one thing that, I think is more important than anything else is being able to fill a garrison correctly. Your number one heroes for defense is going to be Patrick. It has to be 4-star, so we can have this skill at level 5. Because it gives a 25% health boost. That 25% on top of other stats, it boosts it up whenever you're hit. The next up is going to be Sergei, which is a 20% defense. It reduces damage taken for 20%. So basically, like 20% of their lethality will be taken away. And then the next top favorite is going to be Jasir. I'm sorry, Wallace. My bad, guys. Wallace. Because their 20% of their attack is taken away because he debuffs. Personally, I like Bahiti when I'm holding a garrison because he also takes off 20% because, he basically gives you, whenever they hit you, 20% of those losses are pretty much taken away, or I don't know how exactly it breaks down with the damage taken down, but the debuff is a big debuff. Also for us, because we have Gen 5 now, we also have Hector when he has a level 5 skill. Damage taken down by 20%. That is another good debuff there. Another good one, I want to say, is this. That's a rally guy. Alright, so that's your defensive heroes. So your defensive heroes are going to be, off the top of your head again, Patrick because of health. Sergei because of attack damage down. And Wallace because of enemy damage down. And for us, because usually I'm one of your guys' rally leaders, I'll probably sometimes ask for Bahiti as well because of the damage 20% down as well. So there you go. There's a good introduction there for your top 4. I'll try to throw some pictures up. I'm still new to video making, so if nothing else, I'll attach the screenshots with a screenshot with a list of the heroes, okay? Now for rally joining. As a rally leader, the rally leader is going to use their 4 strongest heroes, or they're going to use what they think is best. Rally leading, there is no exact science to it. I will tell you that right now. Anybody who says they're a master, they're fucking lying. That you're gonna mess up. Sometimes some unorthodox things are gonna work. Sometimes rally leaders can be experimental. It is our job to look at a report and be like, okay, well, I think if this, and this line up, we can beat him, kind of thing. Alright, so your top joining heroes are going to be this guy, Reyna. And that's only if you have him at 4 stars. I didn't pay much attention because of this skill right here. If you have it maxed, that is attack damage up by 30%. So, and that'll stack on each other. Your next best for joining is going to be Geronimo. Now, this is a straight-up money hero, like VIP 11, use him for rally leads and up. Obviously, VIP 12, you max it. But I would, that's one I don't expect a lot of people to have because he's talked down out. He's underestimated a lot after Gen 3. Personally, I still use him to lead rallies. I use him to join rallies. Damage up by 25%. That's a pretty good skill to have in your rally. Whenever your next one for more of a free-to-play... Sorry, guys. Turn this on. Your next up for free-to-play heroes, that are easy to max, our joining is going to be Jasir. Damage up by 25%. Hey, look, it's almost the same as Geronimo. 25% there. And look, 25% there. So you guys don't have to have, spend a lot of money because you can max this guy easy for free. It just takes a little time. Do your expedition, so your exploration, do your intel. You guys can max this guy pretty easy. Next up with that is going to be Jessie, one of the first heroes you get in the game. And if you're really active when you first start, it's pretty easy to max her. That damage up. Look, another damage up 25%. See, it ain't about money for joining. So then I'll stop real quick in the middle of the video. Sorry if I'm rambling. I'm kind of new to this. Whenever you, as a joiner, you don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't have to have a lot of tech. You don't have to have anything else. That's what's really cool about this game is your rally joiners don't have to have a lot of money. They don't have to invest. They just have to be part of an active alliance and be active to participate in events, to grow, to learn, to be taught. Ask questions. If you don't know, ask. You know, there's myself, Percy, let's see, who else? Hin knows a lot. Stormy is knowledgeable. And there's a few other. Ragnarok, he's knowledgeable. Those of us that are knowledgeable answering, if we don't know, we will research till we find an answer for you. Or we will test things and we'll get an answer if you ask a question we don't know. You know, that's the importance of being in an active alliance, is you can learn a lot just from, you know, free-to-play standpoint. So after Jesse and Jasir, you get this one. She's always overlooked too. Hey, look, another 25% up. See, as free-to-play, if you look, these three heroes are going to be, you know, easy to max. You know, you got Seo Yoon, Jasir, and then you got Jesse. All those are free-to-play heroes. Now, obviously, if you have money, you know, and you max Greg, and right now he's free in our intel. So, you know, that's damage up 32%. But it's only a 20% chance. So, it's, you know, he can be good at that, but remember to follow what your rally leader tells you to do. Greg is kind of an option, but your main ones will always be Jesse, Jasir, Seo Yoon, or Geronimo. Also, one hero I kind of want to go over with you guys, because another one that's really, really overlooked is Philly. I like to personally, if I have a bunch of, you know, everybody's following the line, I like to have one person that has, you know, like this one, max skill. Attack up 12% and defense up 10%. It's a hybrid. Sometimes in a rally, sorry about that, my allergies are kicking my butt. Sometimes in a rally, you know, I'll ask for Philly if you guys have a max. You know, I'm still learning what you all have for heroes, so I usually ask for the basics. But here in this next coming week, you know, as I upgrade my account and take over as one of the whales here, I'm going to be helping you guys. You know, I'm going to start experimenting probably when we do Fort Battles with Sun. I'm really looking forward to that, guys, here in TFK 419. I look forward to learning with you guys, training with you guys, learning to see what works. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is one hero that, you know, I think works good on both because it's a hybrid. And something that a lot of people don't talk about is when you're attacking, you want high defense as well, because defense keeps your troops alive. When you're defending, you want high attack as well, because, you know, your troops can have a high defense, but if their troops outlive yours, it's kind of a loss. The way the game mechanics work mainly, infantry is your biggest telltale. If your infantry dies first, you lose, and vice versa. If you kill their infantry first, they win. So you need attack and defense on both attack and defending. I know it sounds bizarre or ironic because in most games it's the other way around, but this game has really changed that. I like the new mechanic they added. So then the next thing we're going to go over is going to be troop formations. All right, so let's go to squads. You're going to go, you know, rewind real quick. Click your profile, troops, and then squads. Personally, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to start from scratch real quick on this for y'all. I'm going to do this from a non-lead standpoint, just for feel for you guys, okay? First off, you want to set your heroes up. So your first skill, this one right here, that's glowing in gold right now, this is what's most important for y'all as joiners. That one needs to be one of the heroes I'm about to tell you, okay? For attack, this is attack, okay? This needs to be Jasir, Jesse, Seo Yoon, Philly if she's maxed, or Geronimo. So always ask, you know, when they set a rally, or as you learn, you'll know your rally leader. Rally leaders have specific things they like, things that they know that work, so they stick to. For me personally, I always ask for Geronimo or Jasir, or I was asking for Philly too if I see a lot of people have that level 5 skill in my rallies. So okay, we'll do this from a let's do Jesse, because I know everybody has Jesse maxed. Jesse, and then your next two heroes don't really matter. Just make sure they're level 80, because that way you can have the biggest march. Level 80 increase is your maximum march. So for rally joining, especially for castle, what I like to do is my first hero is going to be Jessie for joining. Then I put Gina because of her march speed. If you look at her skills real quick, she has a wilderness march speed of 100% plus, so she cuts that way down. Sorry guys, kicked me out. All right, so we're doing a Jasir, and then I put Gina. Where did she go? What the heck? Where did you go, lady? I'm sorry. We're doing it from Jessie. My bad. Then we go from Jessie, Gina, and then I'll throw just a random hero on there. Another next level 80. Usually all purple is what I use. Keep my gold for city or for other things. All right, so then you just tap out, make sure your heroes are lined up. I always, double click the quick select to make sure it's empty. I go to this. Now, me personally, I like 50, 30, 20. Some people will ask for 50, 20, 30. Some people ask for different variations, okay? This is what I usually use for, rally formation, defense formation, because 50% of the march is going to be infantry. That's a lot of meat shield for them to get through. Then you have 30% of that as Lancers. Lancers do the most kills no matter what the stat. They always kill the most. You could have, 100% stat on Lancer while everything else is at 400, and the Lancers somehow always kill more because they're next to front line. Then your marksmen kill from a distance, so they need less. Your marksmen really count on that meat shield. And, you always want a lot more infantry because, remember, your infantry is defending and attacking at the same time because they're basically just charging into each other, swinging swords. So 50, 30, 20, that's pretty much what I always ask for. Again, 50, 30, 20 is the most popular. I think we can, when we do events here in TFK, we do events with leaders there, of course, duh, right? But there will always be a banner, a marker above, what we're feeling, or above the rally leader if they tag them on there, and it'll tell you what order, of the numbers, 50, 30, 20. That's infantry is always first, Lancer second, marksman last whenever you're getting that number. If anybody's ever been confused by that, that's the order it gives it here. That's the order that goes in combat. Your infantry hits, your Lancer, and your marksman. So that's why we do it in that order. If it's just numbers up there, remember, infantry is always first, Lancer second, marksman last. So then I confirm that. All right, cool. Full march. All right, let's save it. I always save, attack number 1, personally. Then I'll go to 2. All right, so let's go for a defense. Now, for me, I really love Jasir and Bahiti. And I join people's with Bahiti because it's a habit. Make sure you always check with your garrison holder, Persephone, myself, Ragnarok, whoever's holding it. Make sure we you check with what they want. Again, 9 times out of 10 with a garrison, we already have a banner above there. If you don't, feel like typing or you're in a hurry, look at what you're building, you're garrisoning, and it will have, a flag above it for your alliance. And it'll say, Jasir, or it'll say, Sergey, Patrick, and then, it'll have a troop amount after that, okay? But we'll go for the most popular for Patrick. And then since, he's there. The next one I always add again is Gina. Fastest march that you can possibly get because that castle, those marches suck. Then I'll just throw another purple hero in there because that's my next level 80. The lowest rank level 80. Because these two don't really matter once you join. I just use the march speed to get there quicker. Because sometimes, 2 seconds, 3 seconds could really change if you make it to the rally and fill it. Or if you show up right as it leaves and you have to wait for your march to come back and hope that they can still beat it without having, that 100-something thousand troops. Alright, so then, balance again, 50, 30, 20. That's about what, we normally use around here. Again, there'll always be a banner telling us. Then I go to save that number 2. Now, that is for there. I'll take a screenshot of this for attack. And I'll take a screenshot of this one for defense. Make sure I'm still... All right, I'm going to take a shot of this one for defense, all right? Those are going to be probably your 2 never really changed. We might say, hey, let's change real quick. Let's go 50, 20, 30. That's easy to do real quick. I always uncheck that as changed, and then you can send it. But the heroes will always be lined up if you have your first 2 saved up, or however you want to do it. Is how some people I know will do them in the last spot. That way they don't get messed with a lot. But I've done them in first, last. However your account is, it's your account. But set it in a number that you'll remember. Hey, this is defense. This is attack. Now let's talk solo marching. All right. See, for me, whenever I solo march, I do 60. Oh, shit. Drop that down to 60. I do 20, 20. Save that one there. And for your heroes, obviously, your 4 strongest will always be the ones you want. But that's the easiest way because, you don't want to do this because obviously you can't fill up a march. Or if you have full, you're going to be balanced. And that's not always good because that's an even amount of everything. You're just running into a wall at that point. You want that first, extra 30% of your infantry to be that wall that pushes through theirs, and then the rest to start doing the killing kind of thing. All right, so then you save that as as another march thing. That's your basic tips on formations, guys, and heroes. If you have any questions, DM me. I'm in little TFK. Tomorrow you guys will see me in big TFK whenever I show up there. Hope you guys enjoy this. I hope it helps. If you have any questions, we got me in Discord. You got me in the alliances. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I hope I didn't ramble too much. Let's stay there, man. Let's get this on. Thank you.